Hello, everybody, and welcome. As we like to do every week, we like to take a look at the past week's market activity, and then based on what's going on in the market, look around for something to trade. Well, if you've been watching the market all over the last month or so, pretty easy to see here, it's kind of been going, for the most part, straight up. So this is the S&P 500. They're all going to look roughly the same. This is the NASDAQ, which is tech stocks. This is the Russell, which is small caps. Now, this is just a personal opinion, so just take it for what it's worth. People always look at the stock market as kind of an indicator of how the economy's doing. I personally don't look at it that way. I don't think, personal opinion, that the economy's doing so great. Maybe you can agree or not agree. With inflation up and oil prices and everything seeming to be way more expensive, I don't see how we can say the economy's doing better. Housing prices are starting to slow down and fall, etc., etc. So the stock market is just an indicator of the stock market. It's kind of how companies are doing as a whole. Doesn't necessarily mean we're all doing better as individuals, but the good part for us is it's a place to trade and it's a place to possibly make some money on the side or even full time, right? That's what we're looking to do, trying to generate some income. So after my little spiel, what are we going to trade this week? Well, we're going to go into the bonds because I'm sure you've been aware that the bonds have been in the news a lot over the last month about raising rates, right? So all this here, the super high volatility, was because people didn't know what was going to happen with the bonds, and they expected them to raise the rates, and they raised them exactly how they thought they would, which meant in the end, volatility dropped because it's not volatile anymore. We kind of know what's going to happen. Volatility is we don't know what the future holds. Basically, the bonds have played out exactly as people expected. The only difference being is that the bonds have been going up, which means rates go down, which is kind of counterintuitive, right? I mean, they raised the rates, and yet home residential rates have been going down. Who knows, right? Again, who knows how this whole thing works, but that's the reality of what's happening. So, for the most part, the bonds you can see over the last month have been in a similar range before all this stuff started. So this to me is kind of the range over the last few months. So we're going to make a trade that says it's hopefully going to stay in this range. So I'll go to the trade page. We go as close to 45 days as possible, which would be right here. Tomorrow will be 46 days. I've saved us the trouble of working out all the details. The stock here is roughly 117. So what we're going to do is we're going to go roughly $6 up on the call side, roughly $6 down on the put side. Buy the call and the put, again, that are that are $2 away to create a $2 wired Iron Condor. And in the end, as long as we collect 66 cents or more for this trade, that's a good trade. So tomorrow, if the stock opens right here, we'll go up and down $6 and create this Iron Condor. If we can't collect at least 66 cents, then we start bringing the sides in. Meaning, if we believe the stock price has a better chance of going up from here, then we'll pull the put side closer, meaning we'll raise 111 to 112, closer to the stock price. If we think the other, where we think it might go down from here, we might pull the call side closer, make 123, make it to 122, closer. Or we might pull both of them in to collect more credit. Anyways, that's how we adjust the Iron Condor to get to the point where we fit the rules and get into the 66 cents to $1 range for a $2 wired Iron Condor. So that is our trade in bonds for tomorrow. Hello everyone. I thought it might be valuable to let you know of all the courses available on Udemy that I teach, and also kind of what they're about and maybe what order to take them in. So I thought this would be a valuable little quick kind of introduction to all the courses out there. Now for those that are in the middle of a bunch of courses, these three are essentially a set. This is a part 1, 2, 3. So no matter where you are in this course selection, this is the order it should go in. It should start with understand options, then to basic option strategies, and then on to make and manage profitable trades. Just so you are aware. Again, you can see it says part 1, 2, and 3, but not everybody sees that when they buy these courses. So this is good for beginners. This is good for people that want to refresh the knowledge they already have. But essentially, like I mentioned, this is the order you want to go in, from top to bottom. Understand to basic to make and manage. The complete guide to options here is kind of an overview of a bunch of different topics, but not in depth like the three above. So if you want to get a broad introduction to a lot of different kind of option strategy topics, this is a good one to look into. From there, we can go on to the Advanced Iron Condor Option Strategy course. If you already are familiar with Iron Condors and you want to learn 6 different variations of it, this would be a great course for you to take. And for those who have been through the basics, kind of know verticals and iron condors and want to get into the advanced kind of option trading arena, I have what I call a secret course collection. These are private courses that you won't find when you search on Udemy. So if you want to find them, you have to type in these addresses right here, and this will give you these courses on the right hand side here, and it'll give you more detail about them. The password to get into these private courses is sharpertrades.com. And again, like I mentioned, these are private courses. So if you search my name on Udemy, you won't see this. This is my secret course collection, and these are all more advanced topics. So if you want to learn more, here's everything you can use to discover more courses on my site. I'm attaching this guide as a link, so you can download this and it'll take you to the courses. There'll be links in the actual document, so you can use that attachment in this little video section to download and click on the links there. It'll take you right to these courses as opposed to having to type these in directly. But if you want to learn more, would love to have you aboard. Thanks for sticking with me and being with me on any one of these journeys. Stick with it. We will get you to where you want to go. Take care.